Isaiah 28. Woe to the crown of pride, to the drunkards of Ephraim, whose glorious beauty is a fading flower, which are on the head of the fat valley of them that are overcometh with wine. Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. The crown of pride, the drunkards of Ephraim, shall be trodden under foot, and the glorious beauty which is on the head of the fat valley shall be a fading flower, and as the hasty fruit before the summer, which when he looketh upon it, see, while it is yet in his hand, he eateth it all up. Greed. In that day shall the Lord of hosts be a crown of glory and a diadem of beauty unto the residue of his people. Amen. And for the spirit of judgment to him that sitteth in judgment, and for the strength to them that turn the battle to the gate. But they also have erred through wine, and through strong drink are out of their way. The priest and the prophet have erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up of wine. They are out of the way through strong drink. They err in vision, and they stumble in judgment. For all the tables are full of vomit and filthiness, and there is no clean place. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from milk, and are drawn away from the breasts. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little, there a little. For with stammering lips and another tongue he will speak to his people. To whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing. Yet they would not hear. But the word of the Lord was upon them, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, that they might fall backward and be broken and snared and taken. Wherefore hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men that rule the people in Jerusalem. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and hell we are in agreement with. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, behold, I lay in Zion a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. And he that believeth shall not make haste. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, ye shall be trodden down by it. From the time that goeth forth it take you. From morning by morning shall it pass over, by day and night, and it shall be a vexation only to understand the report. For a bed is shorter than a man can stretch himself on it, and a covering narrower than he can wrap himself in it. For the Lord shall rise up in Mount Perazim, he shall be wroth in the valley of Gibeon, and he may do his work, his strange work, and bring it to pass, his act, his strange act. Now therefore ye not be mockers, lest your bands be made strong. For I have heard from the Lord God of hosts a consumption even determined upon the whole earth. Give ye ear, hear my voice, hearken and hear my speech. Doeth the plowman plow all day to sow? Doeth he open and break the clots of his ground? When he hath made plain the face thereof, doeth he not cast abroad the fitches, and scatter the cumin, and cast the principal wheat, and the anointed barley, and the rye in their place? For his God doeth instruct him to discretion, and doeth teach him. For the fitches are not thrust with a thrusting instrument, neither is the cartwheel turned about upon the cumin, but the fitches are beaten out with a staff, and the cumin with a rod. Red corn is bruised, because he will not ever be threshing it, nor break it with the wheel of his cart, nor bruise it with his horsemen. This also cometh forth from the Lord of hosts, which is a wonderful counsel and an excellent working. Amen. How about that for a word of the day? He told me something was coming, and I had asked him about it, and that's where he sent me. He sent me to Isaiah 28, and that's what's going on. That's what's coming. Go read it yourself. Pray for discernment. He also sent me to Proverbs 11, and it's an excellent word as well. I just felt like I needed to get on here and tell everybody how my day was going with this feeling of, it was just doom and gloom. So I prayed all day and asked him to send me a word, and that's what I got. So take what with it you will and leave the rest. Maybe someone else might need it. So much love, peace, hope, joy. Say a prayer for my niece, Whitney Ann. It's her birthday and she's all alone today. Her mama died. She made some bad mistakes, so she can't be with us today. But hopefully soon. I wrote her a letter. Hopefully it got to her today. This world hurts. And it's lonely. Okay. Much love. And I hope
You know my Father, and He's your Father too.